after a few too many days of wallowing in self-pity, it is now time to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and get back to league action after that League Cup semi-final defeat. Who wants to win the stupid little League Cup anyway? If you win the League Cup as a manager and you're delighted about it, you're a wrong'un. One for the watching. I can't imagine that one's going to go down too well. I could be in trouble, couldn't I? But regardless, after that 5-4 dramatic defeat to Rangers at Tandon in the Scottish League Cup semi-final, we bounced back, beating Dundee 3-2. I did think we were maybe going to hit a bad spell once Colin West equalised for the Dundonians, but alas, Scott Booth popped up once again with yet another goal, as he does essentially every single game. 5-2 was the next game away at the Excelsior Stadium against Airdrie. Brian Grant getting on the score sheet. I decided to put him in the team after Brian Munison let me know in the comments down below that he should be getting a little bit more game time. I looked at his attributes and I thought, yes, why have I not played him at all? And it paid immediate dividends, so thank you Brian Grant, thank you Brian Munison. We did then lose 2-1 to Hearts of Midlothian. Hearts are a good side. I didn't slag them off in a previous episode. I don't know what you're talking about. Brian Grant scored again. Let's talk about that, please. Thank you. 3-1. We bounced back against Rangers after that defeat in the semi-final and after that defeat against Hearts. We were 2-1 up. John Brown then got himself sent off. Scott Booth missed a chance to score a hat-trick after he missed a penalty. But Ian Jess put the cherry on top of the cake, as he always does against Rangers, and made it 3-1, meaning we are currently 4 points clear at the top of the league with a game in hand, and that game in hand is against Dundee United, who currently sit 4th in the league, and in the last game against them, beat us 4-0. John O'Neill, Michael O'Neill, all of the O'Neills, and David Hanna scored after McKimmie was sent off in the 4th minute. So, if we do, keep enough players on the park, then I suggest that we might win this game. They are a decent side though, and then we will take on Falkirk in 10th, we'll do some squad rotation and hopefully we'll have a bloody good time of it. This is the side we'll be going with, a little bit of rotation. It's the usual back 5. McCallister will be playing despite the fact he is unhappy because we couldn't offer him 45 grand a week.
So we don't have the capacity.
It says he's unhappy. He's not unhappy, but that's okay. That is fine with me. He rejected the contract because we could only offer him 10k. He's currently on 12k and he wanted 45. So he's playing. Paul Kane coming in instead of Lee Richardson. Very, very capable once again. Probably unlucky to not have played so much this season, but Lee Richardson has been excellent. Brian Grant with Jim Bett. We all know what Jim Bett's been capable of. Fantastic set piece. Ian Jess, Duncan Cheater, and the on fire Scott Booth. Somebody bloody put him out. 18 goals in 17 games. That's outrageous, Scotty. That is outrageous. We have a little bit of a better bench now. We have signed a centre-back. He was a free agent, Russell Osman. It's just sort of another backup option as well as Roy Aitken, because Gary Smith isn't very good. He's been around the block, Russell Osman. Played at a very, very decent level in the Premier League, the Premier Division, the First Division, whatever it was at the time, for a very, very long time. 33 years old now, not costing us too much money. But, I mean, look at all the green. All the key attributes are green, and he can actually run. So, that's usually quite useful. And it's a decent Dundee United side. Alan Main in goals with Maurice Malpass at right back. Fred van der Horn, Midorak Krivak. Those two centre-backs are going to cause me some problems. Gary Bowen, Andy McLaren, David Bowen, Billy McKinlay, Jim McInally, Paddy Connolly and John Clark. There is no Duncan Ferguson. He must be injured, and that is a blessing in disguise. Thank God for that, because he is bloody ruddy good. However, with that news, I do expect us to win. The fact that we're at home as well against Dundee United, we should be a-okay. But let's find out, shall we? I'd like to take this moment now to thank you very much for all the support so far on the series. You seem to be enjoying it. I am absolutely loving it, I won't lie. I feel back in love with playing Football Manager as Russell Osman comes on for his Aberdeen debut because Alex McCallister is injured. What was I saying about being back in love with football and Football Manager? Anyway, Jim Bett has a corner 25 minutes in and Russell Osman heads on target on his debut, his first piece of action for Aberdeen. What I was saying was, I'm enjoying playing this series. I'm enjoying making the videos, and you seem to be enjoying watching them too, so thank you very, very much. If you've not done so already, please do let me know that you're enjoying it by leaving a like on the video and subscribing with notifications on as well, so you don't miss out on more Ian Jess goals and much, much more. I've got plenty content planned, and I'm bloody excited about it. Let's enjoy that goal once again. Stephen Wright won the header into that man Brian Grant, who found his midfield partner, and Ian Jess just slipped on through. Nobody picking him up, too occupied by the two strikers, and he found the bottom of the corner in excellent fashion. Perfect! Just the start we want to this episode if we ignore the McCallister injury. But maybe if he doesn't play so much, then he won't want to leave because he's injured. So every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a injured lining. So good save, Theo Schnelders. Enough of that. I was going to say, why was that not a corner? It absolutely is. And I think we will see it. Let's see what happens. Billy McKinlay taking the corner, and he's found a man, thankfully, straight at Theo Schnelders, who was a little bit too dramatic for my liking. Just calm down, Theo. Nothing erratic. But thank you for making the save. As we head towards halftime, we are on top. We are a goal in front. Ideally, we'd like to add a couple more, make it a little bit more exciting, make it a little bit more comfortable. We don't have 37 goal difference for nothing, but we'll take it. I'm very, very happy. Let's just keep it up. No changes at halftime as of yet. Let's see what happens. Let's hope it doesn't go wrong. Usually, when I am confident about things going very, very well, it goes wrong. Well, Ian Jess now injured, so let's see what happens. Let's hope it doesn't go wrong. Usually, when I am confident about things going very, very well, it goes wrong.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I shouldn't have said that.
That's very good. Might win the game. Not going to have a squad left by the end of it. Now, about 24 minutes left to go, and Paul Kane has been given the ball from Theo Schnelders. It's been a pretty quiet game other than one goal and some injuries, and Russell Osman heading the ball straight at the goalkeeper. But Jim Bett is looking for the pacey Scott Booth, does not find him. Duncan Shearer, by the way, has scored now a couple more goals, so things are picking up for our Duncan. He's not a natural target man. It's a penalty for Aberdeen. I don't know who I want to take this, actually. I'd not set the penalty takers. I want to have a little look. I'm intrigued. Lee Richardson on the bench. Jim Bett, the best option. So, but I'm going to let Duncan Shearer take it. Get amongst the goals, Duncan. How about that? See if this will improve his confidence. If he scores, if he misses, it's an absolute disaster class all round. And I'm sure he's doing it just to spite me. Duncan Shearer steps up. Why can't we score penalties? Our strikers can't score penalties. And I look a real fool now, don't I? But less about my moustache. One final change sees Lee Richardson enter the field of play for Paul McCain. He's not played too much, not delivering a great performance, and Lee Richardson has been absolutely excellent. He is indeed the man. However, let's hope we don't throw it away now. We are still in front, we're still in control of the game, despite not being in control of the ball, which I am not happy about the longer this highlight goes on. Malpass, well, they were just playing it nicely between them, but they got nowhere, and Duncan Shearer feeding Scott Booth in behind. Please tie it up now. He does exactly that. Nearly 30 goals in all competitions already. It's not even Christmas yet. Scott Booth is maybe my favourite football manager player I've ever played with. I know he's not really in the game, but the mad scientist, thank you very much. If you've not given the 92-93 database a go yet, I do suggest you do so. It is great fun. It's nostalgic, and it gives you an excuse to get the retro tops out. I am thoroughly enjoying that. Leave a comment down below. What's your favourite Aberdeen top of all time? I must admit, quite the fan of this one. I like the old style badge. It's good. But Dundee United on the ball now, and they've given it back to us, very kind. Let's see if we can add a third goal. Duncan Shearer combining with, Joe Miller did not quite get in behind, and Dundee United go very long. Connolly, Russell Osman, please show your pace. Didn't give away a penalty, thought he had, timed his challenge excellently. What a bloody signing. Russell Osman, what a fucking signing. Not quite the same as Mixu Patalainen, but Scott Booth in behind does what he does best. A little knock to the side of the goalkeeper. He's too quick. Finishes it excellently. 3-0 we lead against Dundee United. Let's enjoy that goal once again. Brian Grant a little bit involved, and the substitute, Lee Richardson, he's on direct passing. He showed that excellently there, and that is exactly why we do it and exactly why I love Lee Richardson and Scott Booth. 3-0 up. I wonder how much we will beat Falkirk by. Clark heading over. A clean sheet would be nice. We've not had many of them, despite the fact we've scored absolutely loads of goals for ourselves. We might not be done. Good save by Alan Main, goes straight at him, but I'm sure it was powerful from Lee Richardson. Doesn't strike me as the type of person who would do anything by half measures. Jim Bett putting the ball in, and Osman heading over. He's been involved pretty well, and he'll start against Falkirk. I hope the injuries to Ian Jess and Alex McCallister not too bad, but we will find out very, very shortly. As Dundee United go along, just blow up the whistle, ref, please. Jim Bett, good tackle. What's going on? What is the need for this? We're now well over the allotted time, wasting his time, my time, your time. Nothing's going to happen here, so I'm so confident that I'm just not even going to say anything. Thank God we blocked that. Full time, 3-0. We are fantastic. Back in business. What even is the Scottish League Cup? What even is the injuries to our star players? 7 points clear now, level on the same amount of games. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Pain. That's it.
I wasn't ready, that's for darn sure. 4 months, Alex McCallister will be out with a broken foot at the age of 33, not ideal. And 2 to 3 weeks for Ian Jess. Brilliant, just as well I signed Russell Osman. Oh no. And now they want a new contract whilst he's injured. That's some cheek, Ronnie. Enjoy it. That joke really was an Aberdeen Twitter, if you know type of thing. I apologise if you don't know. Not sorry enough to take this out of the video though. And you know what? He's getting the contract as well. You're not going to play as a false 9 though, because I've not played you as that once since joining the club. 3 grand. 3 grand. Ian Jess, 3 grand. Scott Booth took 2.5. You'll take 3.2. Thank you, Ian Jess. Pleasure doing business with you. Please don't leave me. As I said, not even Christmas, and Scott Booth has already got his goal bonus for this season. Oh, where would we be without him? He's worth 7.4 to 8.6 million. I bloody love him. I love him so much. Ha ha! David Robertson sent off in the Scottish League Cup final, meaning Dundee United win it, and Duncan Ferguson was miraculously fit. Probably suspended, knowing him, for our previous game. Thank God he wasn't playing regardless, because oh my God, he is good. Have that, scum. How does it feel finishing runner-up and everything? That's what you're going to do this season, baby. And going into the Falkirk game, we are making a few changes. Stuart McKimmie playing in his more natural right back, because I'm as shocked as you are. Paul McLaughlin is fit and finally going to make his Aberdeen debut. Russell Osman is in at centre back as well, partnering Irvin, replacing the injured Alex McCallister. Richardson coming back in, he's been absolutely fantastic. Tenkat and Mason, the 2 in the middle, with Joe Miller in for the injured Ian Jess, which doesn't get any less painful the more you say it. The usual 2 up top, and well, Paul McLaughlin would be as well being number 3. Congratulations, Paul. I'm sure you are absolutely thrilled, delighted, over the moon. Falkirk, few recognisable names in there. David Weir, most notably. Brian Rice, Ian McCall, Kevin McCallister. Is that not the boy from Home Alone? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I did also notice Yogi Bear on the bench for Falkirk as we are underway in Grangemouth. Let's see how this goes. It should be a convincing win for the men in red. And here is McLaughlin on his debut. A long ball, giving it away straight away. Fantastic. David Weir must be very, very young, because he is one of the very few players that I've seen in this database that I actually remember playing, and we've given away a penalty. Brian Irvin shoved Drinkle. Fantastic. What was I saying about this going very well? Should we really convince him? I'm going to rotate and we'll be fine. Theo Schnelder's up against... Is this some kind of sick prank? That might have been funny if I didn't cock up the delivery. Great, thank you. 1-0 down. I am a schmuck. Sent Schnelder's the wrong way. Piss.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
25 minutes gone. We're just going to up the tempo a little bit more in terms of pressing because I'm unhappy. I am very, very unhappy with the way things are going for us. So, we'll see how that goes. If we're not level by halftime, I'm going to be livid and there's going to be shoes getting thrown all over the shop. Here we have a throw-in. Paul McLaughlin finding Theo Tencat, who has at times filled in at left back when we've been well in front and I've wanted to rest Stuart McKimmie, but Duncan Shearer on the ball. Oh, Paul Mason. He can't score. He does so well getting in behind, provides a lot of forward runs, and almost never finds the back of the net. I think Brian Grant might be my number one option in that Mazzala role. Duncan Shearer has killed a fan. This is absolutely doggy doo-doo. We're going to demand more as we head towards half-time. Behind, which is not great at all. I know we're away from home. I know we've rotated, but they are 10th in the league. And we are miles clear at the top of the league. But Kevin McCallister has a free kick once again. He's looking for Brian Rice. And David Weir collects the ball. Goodness gracious me. Paul Mason getting amongst and harrying, not doing enough to win the ball. Forcing it all the way back though. Are we going to nick in and counter-attack perhaps? It's not looking so good as Alexander McQueen is playing at left back for... Oh, God. It's just going from bad to worse, really, isn't it? Brian Irvin, now suspended. Again, just as well I signed Osman. Otherwise, God knows who we would have in at centre-back just now. Duncan Shearer, maybe. Should we just leave it like that? He's not doing anything up top. Roy Aitken is going to come on, and we will leave Booth up top by himself. This is not looking pretty whatsoever, is it? Oh, man alive. Well, not going to change anything else just now. That'll do. Let's see how it goes for the first sort of 15 minutes of this second half. Can't imagine it's going to be very well. So, good. And I was right, quite clearly. An hour gone. It's not looking great. It's not looking great whatsoever. Scott Booth up there by himself, getting absolutely zero service. Tencat playing terribly. So, Mixu Patalainen is coming on. I have no idea what I'm doing at this stage. Can you tell in any way, shape or form? Inverted winger, Paul Mason as a wide playmaker, sure. And Lee Richardson, box to box in the middle of the park. Good luck is all I'm going to say. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. It can't go much worse. Every cloud has a silver lining, as I said. Eddie May with a throw-in, though. This is not great whatsoever. As Brian Rice takes that down on his chest, pivots on the edge of the area, and the ball in does not find a Falkirk player. However, they're taking the piss. They brought on Yogi Hughes at right back. Brilliant. That is fantastic. And they are just really taking the mick. Kevin McCallister back in again. He's really running the show, isn't he? Really, really, really running the show. Oh, God. This, well, at least we won against Dundee United. That's what really counts there. He was home alone on that right-hand side, really, wasn't he? Just nobody picked him up. And he has a freak. He scored a hat-trick. There's nothing this man can't do, clearly. Scoring hat-tricks against the best team in the league. Fending off two seasoned criminals using nothing but regular household appliances. I'm in disbelief. Fair play, Kevin McCallister. Fair bloody play. I really hope that is his name. Otherwise, made a lot of Home Alone jokes for no reason, and it's not even anywhere near Christmas. It is near Christmas in this. It all makes sense now. As Alexander McQueen's now in on the act. 4-0 down. It's all gone Pete Tong. It really, really has. Hasn't it? Yeah. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say anymore. We're just a shambles. Who knew Brian Irvin and Alex McLeish were so pivotal? You did. You knew. Why did I think we would be okay with so much rotation without McLeish? Falkirk on the ball once again. Please stop. We're already dead. Please. Ollie Shaw, is he playing now? I mean, they could play baby Ollie Shaw. He was definitely a twinkle in his father's eyes back then. Could still probably play, and we would not get anywhere near him, so that is just fantastic. Kevin McCallister now taking a corner. Fantastic. David Weir. John Hughes once, in an interview, confessed that he once put 2 players on at right wing. He had Nick Ross out on the right and then put... No, sorry, 2 players on the left and put Marley Watkins also on the left. And he's just scored against us. So... it's going well. Marley, you're supposed to be right wing. Anyway, he also says Shri, and he scored against us. I wish it was only Shri nil. 5. Got bloody useless. Roy Aitken winning the ball into Paul Mason as Aberdeen look to salvage something. Can they get a consolation goal? Protect that goal difference. Mixu Patalainen not sprinting in behind, sort of more strolling, and David Weir's just booted it clear. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I'm not happy about this at all. It's gone wrong. It's going very, very wrong. Hopefully we will bounce back. Joe Miller finds the back of the net. Not convinced that won't be ruled out for offside. It has been. God. Was it even close? Was it even close? No. Miles offside. No idea what he's doing out there. I just realised I've not made any more substitutions either. Oh well, I think it's a little bit too late now. Stuart McKimmie coming inside. What is the actual point in showing us this? Even if we do score, it's going to be 5-1. That was excellent, to be fair, from Mixed and Pat Lydon. Might be losing 5-1, but we have chipped your goalkeeper, so... who's the real winners? It's us. We're the real winners. Let's just enjoy that. Beautiful. It's about the only thing I've enjoyed this game, other than the Home Alone references. I've weirdly enjoyed them. I really, really have. Let's just get it done now. We're into added time, and it's game over. We were due an embarrassment, the amount of teams we've absolutely embarrassed, and I'm going to tell them exactly that. Embarrassed, embarrassed, embarrassed. I wonder how much we will beat Falkirk by. Still 7 points clear at the top of the league, though, so... it's not all bad. Dundee United beat Rangers again for the 2nd time in 2 games. Great news. We will be back with the Scottish Cup 4th round game against Celtic, which is just exactly the type of team you want to draw in the 1st round that you're playing in the Cup. But regardless, we will be there. We'll have to play them in the league and a few other games before then. But that's what we'll come back with, and then probably Hibs in the same episode. But as you can see, that is in January, and we have been given some money to spend. Nearly 1 million quid, 850,000. Maybe going to sell a couple of the fringe players as well that aren't playing. Where should we improve? Take a look at this squad. Take it in. It's maybe better if I give you this. I'm thinking forward players, given the fact Ian Jess is picking up a couple injuries as well. Maybe some wingers to give us a bit more width. Because right now we've got Joe Miller, basically. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to this video, for all your support so far on this series. Please leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. It'll help push it towards others, and it lets me know that you are indeed enjoying it. Subscribe with notifications on if you've not done so already, so you don't miss out. Thank you very much. Take care. Be good. I'm not going to be able to enjoy Home Alone anymore. So much pain. I really, really, really can't wait to be reminded of this game, this episode, come Christmas time, and it'll just bring my mood right down, ruin the festivities. Just getting COVID last year wasn't bad enough.